You're watching the Fan Sports Show.
Super Bowl week always evokes Super Bowl memories for Dallas Cowboys fans. And it should, because the Cowboys have 5 Lombardi trophies. Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman are the only 2 quarterbacks to bring Super Bowl victories back to North Texas. Between them, Staubach and Aikman have quarterbacked all 5 of those teams to victories in the 46 Super Bowls that have been played. Babe Laufenberg sat down with both of them for a special conversation to reflect on those memories.
Being in a Super Bowl, getting your team there, it's quite an accomplishment.
You know, it was a special bond that Roger and I have, you know, having won Super Bowls in Dallas.
Since Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman have excelled on the NFL's biggest stage, it only seemed appropriate that we sat down on the stage of the Winspire Opera House. To the football world, it appeared nothing could rattle these two, but both admit their first Super Bowl start did.
Everybody had the impression of Troy Aikman, you know, and talked about the ice water running through his veins. And I think you told me you hyperventilated, right, when you came out on the field?
Yeah, I remember the day before that game being very relaxed, much more relaxed than I had been for any other game. And I thought, well, this is a good sign. You know, I mean, we're getting ready to play the biggest game of my life.
Number 8, Troy Aikman.
And it wasn't until player introductions that, you know, I got my first real taste of what this was all about, and immediately it hit me that, you know, this is a big deal, you know. And yeah, I had a hard time catching my breath for much of the first quarter.
I mean, I was a nervous wreck in that first Super Bowl, and it was kind of a good nervousness. You know, I was in like a 10-game streak there, and that was the easiest game it turned out to be, but I was the most nervous for that game by far.
Although their personalities and style of play were markedly different, their careers were remarkably similar.
Staubach throwing in the end zone. Tony Hill, touchdown!
Aikman.
Novacek, touchdown!
Both men are in the Cowboys Ring of Honor and in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and both were named MVP in their first Super Bowl start.
Winning that game, I still remember walking around the streets after the game with my mother and my wife with one of those horse and buggy things, you know. My mother was just, she died 2 years later, and it was like a highlight of her life. I just remember the family and how we got into that Super Bowl, and it was in New Orleans, so it's great memories when you go back to New Orleans.
It was special for a lot of reasons. I mean, certainly it was special because it was our first one that we were a part of, and, you know, Garth Brooks sang the national anthem, and, you know, and then of course Michael Jackson at halftime. And you know, so there were a lot of things that really made that game, you know, really special in a lot of ways, and you know, bigger than life.
Bigger than life seems an appropriate description of Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman. And when you are the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, like it or not, the expectations are unrelenting.
You know, I've always said that if you're drafted in the first round, and you know, of course I was the first overall pick, that you're brought there for one reason, and that's really to win a world championship. You know, to finally be able to do that, it fell into the cliche that, okay, well, they can never take that one away from me, you know. I mean, at least they can't say that I didn't do what I came here to do.
You got to transfer that confidence to your teammates, and that's what a quarterback can do. I tell you, the 90s Cowboys would die for this guy, and I think when I played too, our team believed in me and they fought for me, and if they didn't, you're not going to get it done. So transferring your confidence to your teammates is the leadership a quarterback's got to have.
You two had the ultimate leadership position in the ultimate team sport. How much did that take a toll on you, knowing every day you come into work, basically all eyes are on you?
I really liked the pressure on me, and I liked sometimes when we get in the 2-minute period, because Coach Landry wasn't calling the plays and I could kind of do my thing. And I really the most I miss in football is looking at that scoreboard, game is over and we won that game. You know, life is continuing ups and downs, but football, you can define the moment, and if you won a Super Bowl, you define the season.
For me, I found out real early that, you know, I was not going to be a guy who threw the ball a lot. That my legacy, and rightfully so, as it should be for really all quarterbacks, was going to be based on, you know, winning and losing. And so, you know, I was extremely motivated for us to win, and when I felt that, you know, things were keeping us from achieving that, then I was pretty vocal about it. You know, but as good as it was, I think it could have been even better. You know, but I'm proud of what we accomplished while I was there, and you know, 3 Super Bowls in 12 years is, you know, not a lot of people can say that they did something like that.
It is so hard for any NFL quarterback, but I think it's particularly hard to be a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I'm sure any league or any team can say that, but when you have Troy Aikman and Roger Staubach, who not only set the bar, but set the bar sky high, anyone to follow in those shoes, whether it be Danny White or Tony Romo, it's a very tough job.
Well, especially when, you know, when you're good, like Tony Romo is. You know, I don't think Quincy Carter had too much trouble with it. But
Anthony Wright.
But, you know, I was sitting there watching it for the second time. I saw it last night. And my thought was, I hope Romo's not watching this. Everybody's enjoying it but him. And you say other teams have this problem. They really don't, because, you know, Terry Bradshaw is a tough act to follow in Pittsburgh, but Roethlisberger is the only guy really at that level, and he's won Super Bowls. In Denver, following Elway, Peyton Manning's there now. He's won. So there's very few people in the shoes of Tony Romo, and it is very difficult until he wins.
It is. They are tough shoes to fill, and Danny White experienced that. Babe will examine Danny White's time with the Dallas Cowboys and his legacy tonight on CBS 11. We'll give you a little taste of what you can expect from that interview. Coming up next, though, we are taking a look at which former Cowboys players could be playing, or could be on the fast track, rather, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. With voting taking place tomorrow in New Orleans, we know who will go by this time tomorrow. That's what we'll know. We'll have that a little bit later in the show. Stick around. Fan Sports Show on TXA 21 is back right after this.